Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show, the 2026 Ontario Junior B Lacrosse League Playoffs. If the regular season is the fastest 8 weeks in lacrosse, then the playoffs are the best 8 weeks of lacrosse. And here we go, the journey about to begin. 16 teams, 12 wins away from the Ontario Junior B Lacrosse League Championship. A team that knows how to get there is here tonight as the 3 seed in the Eastern Conference. The Kahnawake Hunters and the Barrie Bombers getting set to begin Game 1 of the 2026 OJBLL Eastern Conference Quarterfinal. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Aduni Brandon Bordo Yutats and Danu Watpanuradu Ne Peggy Hill Community Arena in Barrie, Ontario. This game is brought to you by Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness, as well as Old Malone Discount, Pearl's Burning Leaf on Route 138. And it's also brought to you by Mohawk Super Bingo. Well, the Hunters and Bombers both coming in a little bit undermanned. Casey Lahash, the starter for the Hunters, is out for tonight. He's serving his final game of the suspension. The Barrie Bombers, they are without Cody Calloway, solid back-end player. He's out for tonight's game. And Christian McKinnon, their leading scorer, 84 points during the preseason and regular season combined. He is out for the Bombers tonight, so the emphasis for offense is going to come down to Cameron McKinnon, a senior who, without Christian, leads the Bombers at scoring 22 goals and 18 assists. The Bombers needed a victory over Mimico on the last day of the year to get here. They beat the Mountaineers 7-6 during the weekend. Or actually, that was on Monday night. McNaughton, one of our officials tonight, or that's McNaught, sorry, our official for this game. Along with Rehanic. Kahnawake coming into this game 12-8. They have to win their last game of the year to get in as the number 3 seed. They were looking at potentially finishing tied with Barrie, Orillia, and Nepean. Actually, it would have been Nepean, Kahnawake, and Barrie in a 3-way tie, which would have put the Hunters all the way down to 5.
Welcome to today's round 1 playoff game between the Kahnawake Hunters and your Barrie Bombers. Welcome to the floor, your Barrie Bombers.
As the Bombers make their way onto the floor. And there are the Hunters, the defending Founders Cup champions. This is where it all begins again, folks. Dylan Henderson, number 30, gets the call for the Bombers. Darcy Milgie.
Number 5, assistant captain
Parker McCollum, assistant captain, starting for Cameron McKinnon, number 22. And Zach Burke, the captain of the Bombers team, the 35. Bombers will be playing from right to left. The Hunters will be playing from left to right. And now I will be silent as we have the rendition of the Canadian National Anthem. is where the defense of the Founders Cup officially heats up. The Kahnawake Hunters, the 3 seed, the Barrie Bombers, the 6 seed. Let's meet the starting netminders, brought to you by Burning Leaf. Kahnawake Hunters, starting Leland Lahash, I believe, for tonight. And the Bombers will start Dylan Henderson. There you see the Hunters getting set for the defense. This is where it all begins again. Here we go, folks. This opening face-off is brought to you by Burning Leaf. This is the best 8 weeks in lacrosse. 16 teams, 12 wins away from a trip to the Founders Cup in St. John, New Brunswick. Hunters playing left to right. Bombers playing right to left. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2026 Founders OJBLL playoffs are underway. Face-off violation on Nate McKee. Owen Rice. Johannes Morris comes back for the Hunters. Morris, first possession of this game. That opening face-off brought to you by Pearl Spot Beauty and Wellness. Saganuka to Yannis. Rice, score! What a start! Seconds in, Kahnawake strikes first. Yannis writes his 37th goal of the regular season and playoffs. Obviously, first of the playoffs. Yannis 81 points during the regular season, and he has the first goal of the 2026 OJBLL playoffs. Mason Sandin comes back, shoots, and that's shouldered aside by Henderson. Jensen White after the loose ball. This game brought to you by Old Malone Discount. Bombers in possession. Game 2 will be tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Back into Hunters territory. And there's a hit by Tylan Dibo as he knocks down McKee. There's an outside shot, not on. The rebound, score! And that is the returning Christian McKinnon, who served a 2-game suspension, and he's tied it up at 1. While Christian McKinnon, 15 games played, 38 goals, 27 assists. And the Bombers have tied the score 1-1. And the Hunters are in possession. Boy, a lot of action, and we've only played 1 minute here in this 2026 OJBLL playoffs. Owen Rice, 99 regular season points. Rice uses the pick from Sandin. Owen, a shot. Henderson, the shoulder save. And the rebound scooped up by the Bombers. Now Barrie brings it up the center. Leland Lahash starting game 1 of this series. Played up top. Christian McKinnon. In there, he shoots, not on. A rebound stuck behind the net. And Marcus Dibo picks it up for Kahnawake. Game brought to you by Old Malone Discount. Kahnawake Hunters, Jensen White up to Dehahande Albany. Back for Owen. Dehahande back out. Shot. And that is blocked. And the Bombers scoop it up. Over center. Pass is hauled in by McClellan, one of the alternate captains for the Bombers. Barrie won the only regular season matchup, 9-7. That was at Brookshore Recreation Complex. This is Peggy Hill. Shot clock down to 10. Passed in front. Jackson Norton trying to check his man. Good toe save. And side here going at it with McKinnon in the corner. Barrie on it Fresh 30 Bombers. The 2026 OJBLL playoffs. Game 1, Hunters and Bombers. 5 games in the OJBLL, all Eastern Conference games getting started tonight. Side here, knocks it loose. Back behind the goal. McClellan trying to duck it in. And that will be a through crease call on the Bombers. Kahnawake ball. Nate Dockstader. Kobe Sandin. Sagano go to Yanis. Fires one, that's blocked. The rebound stays in play. And Barrie's on. That's on the Bombers. Kahnawake. That's Hunter Bricknell, 27. He shoots, save made. Crease violation on the Bombers. Hunters ball. This game brought to you by Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness. Hunters 1, Barrie Bombers 1. Game 2 tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Kobe Sandin. Sagano go to Yanis. Back out. Sandin, it hops on him. And Barrie picks it up. As the Bombers now bring it over center. Zach Burke whips it out. Jackson Norton and Mason Sandin double. Back out to McKinnon. Back up top. There's an overhander. Leland Lahash makes the save. A rebound squirts to the near side. Mason Sandin overran the ball, picked it back up, and he's on it. Whipped out to Jackson Norton, but that one's knocked down by Barrie. And that will be a 10-second count. Bombers ball. Bombers ball. 1-1 tie. Dent. McKinnon. Dent. Shot fakes. Tylen Daibo chases him out. Dent whips it across to the top. Sandin trying to battle over a screen. Jackson Norton bit on the fake. And here's a chance. Leland is tight. Denied him. Marcus Daibo. Back over center. Over to Owen Rice. You remember what happened when Marcus Daibo last played an OJBLL playoff game? Hat trick in Game 5 at Elora. Bucktooth across. Owen. Shot not on. The rebound bounces in front of the net. It comes towards the corner. 7 to shoot. Nate Dockstader trying to scoop up the Lucy. Sogo Rice. Back in front. Elijah turned aside and the rebound lobbed up in the air. And the Bombers are on it. Behind the Barrie net. Played up to the near side. And Barrie brings it in. And that's knocked away. Behind Unukwa Norton. Headed down the floor, and he's got it. Norton, who forced that issue. Plays it back, and he'll go to the bench for a change. Great work by number 18 in black. Johannes Morris. Honda Albany. Surveys. Forced back out. Albany. Back out. Sugo Rice. Owen Rice. Out in front. Saganu go to the yard. He scores! Here we go. And that'll re-give the Hunters a 2-1 lead. Re-give is not a word, but you know, sorry. Hunters lead 2-1. Back out. Shot. Save made by Leland. He's got the rebound. I'm going to go to Yanni's right. Both goals for the Hunters. Jensen White. Got a whistle. Too many on the floor, illegal substitution. And it is time for a Mohawk Super Bingo Hunters penalty kill. So now here we go. Hunters got to kill their first penalty of the 2026 playoffs. Back out, Christian McKinnon. And they score. That's a power play goal, and Barrie has tied it up here, 2 goals apiece. Hunters are on it. Mason Sandin knocked down. Cameron McKinnon with the power play goal to tie it up here 2-2. Barrie brings it over center. McKinnon, 22 goals, 18 assists, 40 points during the regular season. Back behind the Barrie net. Shot not on. Dehahan to Albany. Back out. So going to go to the Yannis. Save. Sorry about that, folks. It looks like we're back. Had some chippy issues, and now we're back. Delayed penalty coming up to the Bombers. Extra attacker Hunters. Turnover. And here we go. Time for a Mohawk Super Bingo. Hunters power play. The Hunters will go to work on this man advantage. First power play of the game for the Hunters. It's brought to you by Mohawk Super Bingo. Legal substitution is the call. Rice. Owen Rice driving in, and that shot's blocked. And a rebound scooped up by the Bombers. Back they come. So I'm going to go to Yannis in a foot race, knocks it free, and he's got it. And the Hunters corral it. This power play brought to you by Mohawk Super Bingo. Owen. Suggo to Yannis to Owen. Flips it over. There's a howitzer by Sandin, turned aside. And a rebound played up the center, caught by McClellan. Parker McClellan looks and plays it back to center. Corralled by McKinnon. Sorry, no, that's Darcy Mugi, number 20. Mugi comes in. Mugi gets a shot away in that and rides it over the top. 10:24 to go, period 1. Kahnawake Hunters 2, Barrie Bombers 2. Game 1, Eastern Conference quarterfinals. Hunters in black, Bombers in white. Suggo Rice, Owen Rice. Back behind the goal. Ragowine gets the return feed. Out in front, Sandin, and he was there. There was a play there, but the Bombers broke it up. Sowen! Kobe Sandin on the takeover. And this will be the last shot clock, basically, of this power play. 22 to go on the shot. Hunters 2, Bombers 2. Owen Rice. And Elijah missed it from the ladies' tees. Or actually, it was turned aside. Picked back up. Elijah. And Nate Dockstader couldn't get the quick stick off. Dockstader's pass a little too low. Scooped up by Elijah. Back up top. Owen Rice. Let's it go. Save made. A rebound. Sung it what's beyond. He's trying to find the handle at the house. It's knocked back away to the near side. And the Bombers corral it. Christian McKinnon. Flip back up high. McKinnon in front. Mugi gets by Duntu in front. Mugi dunks it in. Darcy Mugi gives Barrie a 3-2 lead with 9:09 to go in the first. Darcy Mugi, 11 goals, 7 assists during the regular season, has the first of the playoffs. And the Bombers go up 3-2. Picked up by Johannes Morris.
Bombers goal scored by
Jason Sandin. 4 righties and a lefty out there for the Hunters. Bucktooth. Back out. There's a shot by Jensen White, not on, and that'll go over and back. Turnover on the Hunters, Barrie ball. This game brought to you by Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness. Want to look and feel your best? Trust the experts at Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness. And we have a penalty on the Hunters. 0 for 1 on the penalty kill, and they'll have to go back to the PK now. And it is a slashing call called by McNaught. Time for a Mohawk Super Bingo Hunters penalty kill. McKinnon gets it back. Return feed up high. Quick to stick the cross. Christian McKinnon not on, and a rebound. Splits the upright. No, it does not. It hung up on the rail way at the top here. This ceiling's about 2 times the height of Nepean's ceiling. I kid you not. Owen Rice, as the Hunters are on this Mohawk Super Bingo penalty kill. 8 minutes, 8 seconds to go, period 1. Hunters trailing 3-2 to Barrie. Now I'll go for joining us, Brandon Bordeaux, keeping you company here on a Saturday evening. Owen Rice, back across, shot, and that's blocked. Bombers doing a good job of blocking Kahnawake shots. Shot clock violation against the Hunters, 7:51 to go in the first. As the Bombers bring it back in, 1 minute and 8 to go on this Hunters penalty kill. Back across, comes to the near side. Trying to get Leland Lahash moving. Christian McKinnon at the top. Bouncer save made. Rebound. McKinnon at the house. Trying to find the handle. It's intercepted by Mason Sandin. Sandin up across. Jensen White catches this one at center. Sandin springs it. Owen Rice pulls it out. Decides he wants to lag some time off the clock. And then Rice took a bump. A little late. As the Hunters settle things in. 23-second differential between a penalty clock and the shot. Owen, 2 seconds to go. Let's one rip, that's blocked. And he'll fire this one off the mark. Shot clock violation on the Hunters. Bombers ball with 20 seconds left to go in the penalty to the Hunters. 3-2 Bombers in possession of the ball. Game 2 tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And then we'll shift the scene back to Kahnawake tomorrow. Or tomorrow, next week, next Friday. Back across. And that hits the iron. And a rebound goes back inside here onto the box. And not a moment too soon. Hunter's on it. Johannes Morris. Sandin. Back out. Sago Rice. Shoulder to the game. And back on the Bombers. 3-2, 5:50 to go in period number 1. Kahnawake trailing 3-2. Now 5:50 to go. Barrie in possession. So the guy in Togo, Van Domelen on defense. There's a double. Now, so the guy into Van Domelen trying to defend Mugi. It's turned aside. Christian McKinnon picks it up off the hop. Fresh 30 Bombers. Mugi, McKinnon. Behind the net. Back in front. That's going to be deflected and stolen by Dehydrated Norton. Norton back over center, waits for help, and he'll find it in Owen Rice. Owen Rice, 47 goals, 52 assists during the regular season, 99 points. Ehahande Albany back out to Owen. If you include the preseason, he's over 100 at 105. In front, Owen Rice, shoulder save. Dockstader picks it up. Ehahande. Elijah Sandin. Kobe Sandin back out. Nate Dockstader fires, save. Ehahande trying to clamp the rebound. It's instead picked up by the Bombers keeper. Hunters 1 for 2 on the penalty kill. This game brought to you by Old Malone Discount. Right on Kane's corner. Flipped back across. Jackson Norton on defense. And that's played to the near side. And it comes back out. 7 seconds to shoot. There's a howitzer. Leland Lahash makes the stop. Kobe Sandin. And that pass is too high for Morris. And the Bombers pick it up. 4:10 to go, period 1. Barrie 3, Kahnawake 2. And it's dropped back up high. Christian McKinnon fumbling it, and he had to play it up. It amazingly made it to its destination, and Mason Sandin, that's over and back. Hunter's ball. 3:49 to go in the first. Kahnawake trailing Barrie 3-2. Sago Rice has both goals for the Hunters. Owen Rice. Johannes Morris. Forced back outside. He gets it up to Kobe Sandin. Sandin driving the lane. Kobe Sandin in! No! I think that one just missed. And Johannes Morris will take a penalty. Went a little high on the head. And the Hunters will be shorthanded. That's a boarding. And it's a 2-minute minor. Hunters 1 for 2 on the Mohawk Super Bingo penalty kill. And they have their third assignment in this game. Ball comes free. Jensen White trying to squeeze his man out in the corner, and he has the ball. Jensen eludes one, plays it up the floor for Mason Sandin. He's got a one-on-one. Sandin in. Runner behind the back, shot go, and that one's turned aside. And the Bombers having trouble getting it over center. Now they do after 7 seconds. 3-2, 3 minutes to go, period 1. Bombers working on the power play. The Hunters 1 for 2 on the Mohawk Super Bingo penalty kill. Back out. At the edge of the crease, played across. Now back up, shot clock at 4. They have to fire it up. It missed. Shot clock violation, Barrie. Side here. Sadagayantu. Owen corrals it. 2.5 remaining, period 1. Kahnawake Hunters trailing the Barrie Bombers 3-2. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. In the first, risky pass, but it's picked up by Owen. Owen Rice back across. Sagado Guantanuyani's let it go. Save made by Henderson, and the Bombers pick it up. Barrie brings it in. Christian McKinnon. led his team in points this year by 36. And he's definitely a valuable player for this team. Pass is low. Scooped back up by the Bombers. McKinnon. Back up top. He fires, and that's turned aside. A rebound at the house, scooped up by the Bombers. And a fresh 30 Barrie. Dent gets a return feed. Dent. And that is nearly picked off. McKinnon lets it go, and that stop. Penalty's over. And the Hunters are 2 for 3 on the penalty kill. Johannes Morris comes out. Morris picks it up before it's in the crease, and the Hunters get a first 30. Morris. Tehahande. Surveys on Burke. Albany shoots, stop. Dogstader rebound. Not on. Owen Rice back on it for the Hunters. Tehahande. Last minute of play in the first period. This last minute brought to you by Burning Leaf. Dogstader, cross-handed shot, turned aside. Actually, I think it was just blocked by a Barrie defender. Shot clock down to 10. In front. Bouncer, turned aside, and the Bombers are on it. 10-second differential between the shot and game. Back come the Bombers, over center. Bricknell behind the goal. Delayed crease coming up to Bricknell. He can't get the pass. Hunters trying to double. There's a save made by Leland. Hunters can't corral the rebound. Jensen White. So the guy at the Van Domelen. Timeout. Timeout. Taken by the Hunters. This timeout brought to you by Pearl Spa. Beauty and wellness. Want to look and feel your best? Trust the experts at Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness. 11.4 to go, period 1. Timeout, Kahnawake. That is their first timeout. They have 1 left here in the duration of the match. All right. So we mentioned there are 4 games going on tonight in the East. All 4 series getting started this evening. Also 1 in Owen Sound. Game 2, Six Nations taking on the Owen Sound North Stars. And the app here is down. Or according to the app, I'm offside. I am offside apparently. Okay, folks, so I only got to peek at 1 score while we were off air. Aurelia is beating the P in 6-1 right now. That's game 1 of that series, 30 minutes down the road. Talking to Yanis. Back across, down to 5. Owen Rice. Passes deflected away. And that will do it for the first. Now let's cooler heads don't prevail. Here it looks like it's well, that is it. The first period of the 2026 OJBLL playoffs. The Hunters, for them, ideally, they will be playing a better second and third period. They're trailing by 1 at the end of 20. Your score, Barrie Bombers 3, Kahnawake Hunters 2. We'll be right back with the intermission report as well as the second period. You're watching the 2026 Ontario Junior B Lacrosse League playoffs on Baby Blue Memories. We'll see you in 10 minutes.
Welcome back to the floor, your Barrie Bombers.
Here to Peggy Hill. In Barrie, Ontario. Game 1 of the 2026 the Bombers leading the Hunters by a count of 3-2. The team of Bennett each out of both the Barrie has a first to Yuki. And Southern Oguatuluyanis Rice has both for the Hunters. This opening face-off brought to you by Bernie Lake. On route 138. Hunters playing right to left. And the Bombers back to left to right. Face-off violation on Southern guys over Van Alma. Barrie gets that opening possession. Bombers pick it up. Try to feed it out in front. Good defense by Jensen White. And it's picked up by the Hunters. Sandin picks it up and gets it over to Jensen White on this side of center. Jensen out in front. That pass fails to connect. Scooped up by Brett Bucktooth Jr. Back out to Southern Oguatuluyanis. Over to Owen. Owen swings it. Jensen White tries the bouncer. No. Shot clock at 5. Knocked back up to the top. Owen Rice has got to fire it up. And that'll be a shot clock violation on the Hunters Bombers ball. Game 1. Opening round series. Kahnawake Hunters and the Barrie Bombers. The 3-seeded Hunters, the 6-seeded Bombers. There's Barrie. Throws it out in front. Christian McKinnon scores. Christian McKinnon makes it 4-2 Bombers. That's the first 2-goal lead either team has had. And the Bombers get another face-off. 3 straight goals scored by Barrie. 3-0 run Bombers, and they lead at 4-2. Here come the Bombers. Logan Palomaki. Back behind the net. That pass is off the mark. It's scooped back up near side. There's a long shot. Pass saved by Wayland. Cameron McKinnon on it. First 30 Bombers. Save made by Wayland. And that pass is thrown away. Docksader got hit where you don't want to get hit. And unfortunately put his foot where you don't want to put his foot. Started on one side of center, went back over the other. And that is a violation. McKinnon got by Sandin, and he scored. It is 5-2 Bombers. Rugawine Elijah. Around the screen. He fires a bouncer. Save made. $17:40 to go in the second. Still over 37 minutes here. Here the Kahnawake Hunters. That's something you got to remember. 3 goals is nothing in lacrosse. Christian McKinnon has 3. And now he's got 4. It's 6-2 Barrie. Bombers pick it up. Owen Rice picks it up, 1-on-1. And that is blocked. He picked that off the hop. Owen. This shot blocked. Picked back up by the Hunters. Struggle Rice. It turned out in front, and that one is knocked away. Still high scores, 4 seconds to go. And that'll be a softball violation. Up the floor, breakaway, save. Nate Dockstader denied. Back across. Shot through traffic, score. Cameron McKinnon makes it 7-2 Barrie. And we are going to get a goaltending change. Goaltending change brought to you by Home Alone Discount. The Barrie Bombers lead it by a count of 7-2. Barrie on a 6-0 run, and they've won another faceoff. Going out to Van Dongen with the steal. Van Dongen brings it over center, and he'll go to the bench. That's intercepted. Christian McKinnon gets by Owen Rice. McKinnon in alone, and he missed it wide. Scooped up by the, nope, that'll go over and back. Hunter's ball. In front, Owen Rice turned aside. Actually never even got through. And that'll be a push on the back. Sandin, Rugawine Elijah, Sagano Yanis. He shoots, not on. (7-2) Barrie leading here in game 1. Back across. And that's turned aside by Benedict. Marcus Daibo up the floor. Jensen White comes in. White shoots. Turned aside. Rebound, Bucktooth on it. Morris. Moving in. Joe Hayes. And he missed it. Tehahande picks it up. Tehahande. Oh, in front. Joe Hayes Morris can't touch the ball because he went through the crease. Seven-2 Barrie leads. In game one. And there is behind her Duckwood Norton stepping up. Norton. Good hustle by Mr. Norton, number 18 in black. Ragowine. Swings it out. Still gonna go to the Yannis. Sandin. Kobe Sandin in alone. And he missed it. And we have a slashing call coming up to the Bombers. And the Hunters will go to work on the Mohawk Super Bingo power play. 13:48 to go in this second period of play. The Hunters need something. The Bombers have gone on a 6-0 run here to take a 7-2 lead over the Hunters. Rice. Elijah. Owen. Ragowine Elijah. Kobe Sandin. Back to Elijah. Out to Owen Rice. Back behind the goal. Shot clock at 10. Elijah. Back behind the net. Dive attempt. Score! Kobe Sandin. The Hunters have hit the jackpot just like you can by playing at Mohawk Super Bingo. The Hunters are within 4. Power play goal, Kobe Sandin. We've got a goaltender's timeout. This goaltender's timeout is brought to you by Old Malone Discount. The Kahnawake Hunters are now within 4. It's 7-3 thanks to Kobe Sandin's first career power play goal as a Hunter. Four-goal game. Well, that'll make it a 4-goal game. We got a whistle. Face-off violation, Barrie. Hunter's ball. Yeah, Hyundai Albany. Kobe Sandin. Owen Rice. So gonna go to the Yannis. To Owen. Owen has some room, got the snap. And that's turned away. As the Bombers bring it back, Jack Fletcher gets over center. Jackson Norton pressuring him. Kahnawake. Barrie attacking on the opposite side. It is Cameron McKinnon. Back across, Christian McKinnon got by Jackson Norton, turned aside by Benedict. Benedict up the floor. Marcus Divo will pick it up. Mason Sandin. Elijah. Back out. Joe Hayes Morris. Elijah. Bucktooth. Shot. Turned aside by Henderson. As he found that bouncer. Back on the Bombers. Zach Burke against Tylen Dibo. Dibo knocks him into the boards. Burke stays on his feet and gets it out. Cameron McKinnon. Side here forces him out. McKinnon fires, not on. Look out, breakaway! Behind you, Ecuador, and in behind the defense. Save made by Henderson. And the Bombers get over center. Back in front. And that's turned aside. Jensen White back over center. Back out. Owen. Suggo. Suggo Rice comes back out. Shoots. Stave. Owen fighting for that Lucy. Ooh, that'll be a penalty on the Bombers. Penalty Barrie. And that's a checking from behind call. Hunters on the power play. This power play brought to you by Mohawk Super Bingo. Hunters 1 for 2 with the man advantage. Owen shoots, save. A rebound flushed out. It goes off of Barrie's stick. Picked up by Benedict. 2-minute minor. Sandin. Owen, shot by Elijah, turned aside. Rice, Sandin, shot, save made by Henderson. Back on the Bombers, getting over center. Elijah pressuring. Barrie keeps it alive. That's broken up. And now the referees are going to get together and discuss this. Hunter ball. Jackson Norton. Suggo Rice. 10 minutes left to go. 9:50 to be exact. Owen. Sandin. Sandin back up to the top for Owen. Rice. Suggo no go to the Giannis. He shoots, save, rebound. And that's turned aside in tight. Good denial by Henderson. Big hit by Owen Rice. He finishes check on McClellan. Pair number 9's matched up on the far side. That's intercepted. Margarine Elijah over center. Elijah drops it. 4-on-4 right now. 8 seconds to go in the Hunters PP. Owen, Suggo. Owen aims, shoots, save. Back to full strength. The Hunters 1 for 3 on the Mohawk Super Bingo power play. Broken up and intercepted by the Bombers. Henderson. Connor Crossland. Seven 3 Barrie. Big stop by Dennis Benedict. Mason Sandin. Up the floor, Elijah. Jukes. Morris. Shot clock down to 10. Joha is back out. Suggo. And that's shouldered aside. Back on the Bombers. That pass is broken up, and side here can't find the handle. Here knocks it back, and that's a great play by side. Marcus Daibo catches this. Joha Morris back. Morris got by 1. Drops it back out. Dehahande Albany back to Saganaguatanianis. Over to Morris. Morris dropped it. Picks it back up. Shot clock at 10. Morris behind the net. Rice. Owen gets in there and he's turned away. Good denial by Henderson. That'll go up. Jackson Norton. Back across. Sago. Here's Elijah, and Henderson made the save. .6:30 to go in the second. So we're going to Togo Van Domlin on the fence. Back across. Shot saved by Benedict. The rebound. Benedict can't corral it. He's got it now. Benedict up the floor. Hits Jackson Norton with the feed. Norton leaves it for Owen Rice. Whipped across. Saganaguatanianis. Dockstader. Owen. The Dockstader. That misses him, or he couldn't handle the pass. Sandin rubs his other hand up against the wall. That's got to be 8 seconds or 10. Yeah, there you go. Up as well. Great work by Kobe Sandin. Owen Rice. Whips it. Dockstader shoots. That's blocked. And look out. Whoa. Right in front of us here. Sago. Score! Kobe Sandin! 7-4. Bucktooth. Albany to the top. Morris. Sandin. That's Elijah. Bucktooth. He shoots. Turned aside by Henderson. .4:45 to go in this second period of play. The Hunters trailing 7-4. To the Barrie Bombers, game 1. Sideer runs it to his man. Now, Kahnawake. Norton knocked it away. And behind your knuckle, Norton in a foot race has the ball. Norton in the clear. Score! Behind your knuckle, Norton. It's 5-3. Oh, 7-5, sorry. 2-goal game either way. Behind your knuckle, Norton. With 4:15 to go in the second, it's now 7-5. This game brought to you by Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness. And now Kahnawake is going to the Hunters bench. What is going on? This game brought to you by Home Alone Discount. The High New Duckwood Norton has made it 7-5. We've got a stick check. Checking a wooden stick. Wow. Well, it's the playoffs, right? By any means necessary, I guess. And this is a stick check. That's no goal. That is an illegal stick. And I guess now you could say it is on. Not only is it no goal, but the Hunters are now killing a penalty. This penalty brought to you by Mohawk Super Bingo. Sending Gayatu and Almond wins the draw. Tied up, picked up by Mason Sandin. Sandin spinning. Sandin gets out of trouble. Jensen White. Sagano Guatsuruyanis. Tehahan de Albany. Owen Rice. Behind the back, just missed. Albany fires one up. That misses shot clock violation on the Hunters. The High New Duckwood Norton gets a goal taken away for a illegal stick. So it's now 7-4. Back across. Christian McKinnon sends it over. Gets the return feed. Trenton Benedict denies him. Sandin up the floor, caught by Rice. Sandin, 10 seconds to shoot. Owen. Sends it to Sandin. Kobe Sandin spinning. Shot not on. Shot clock violation, Hunters. Barrie ball. 40 seconds left to go in the power play. Now the Bombers setting up on this BP. There's an underhander. No. Rebound comes back to Christian McKinnon. Sends it across. That one is deflected. 7 to shoot. That's a through crease on the Bombers. Hunters ball. Jensen. 5 seconds to go in the power for the Bombers. Johannes Morris. Hunters have killed off the penalty. Morris. Shoots, save. A rebound. Takes a Barrie hop. Rene Elijah trying to fight it. And now the Bombers will make it over center. Tylen Daibo presses up. And the Hunters pick it up. Marcus Daibo over center. Marcus gets it out. Sagano Gotsunoyanis. Back for Owen. Owen drops it for Sago. Sandin. Behind the net. Owen Rice. Comes in. Around a screen. Fires. Not on. Oh, that is turned away. Sorry. A rebound. And this is Barrie coming up with it. Balls dropped and now knocked back. Bombers got to get it over center. They do. Jackson Norton's on it. Kobe Sandin. Hunters forced a turnover. Moving pick. Barrie ball. Akwesasne leading West Durham 12-3 in game one over there. The Ironheads were up 3-1 at one point, but Thunder have rolled since then. 17 seconds to shoot. Palomaki brings it back out. Palomaki's pass is deflected and stolen by Jackson Norton. Norton takes his time. This last minute of play brought to you by Burning Leaf 138 on Route 138. Nate Dockstader. Sago Rice. 12-second differential shot in game. Morris. Kobe Sandin. And that pass misses. Shot clock at 5. Johannes Morris aims, shoots. That's blocked. Kobe Sandin has to fire it up. Score! He scores! Kobe Sandin beats the shot clock with a missile from 65 feet out. It's 7-5. Kobe Sandin with 12 seconds to go in the second period. 7-5, and this one will count. Face-off violation, Southern Guy and Togo Van Domelen. We've got a timeout called by the Bombers with 11.4 seconds remaining in the second period of play. 11.4 to go in period number 2. This timeout is brought to you by Old Malone Discount on Cade's Corner. It's 7-5 now. We've got a 2-goal game. Game 2 of the series will be on tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. And we are awaiting the start of the first round of the Junior C playoffs. The Kahnawake Junior C Hunters, the 4 seed, will take on the 5 seed Akwesasne Lightning. Best 2 of 3 series over there. Akwesasne Thunder 12, West Durham Ironheads 3. That's the score right now in the second over in Ajax. Don't got an update for you from Aurelia. The Kings were leading the Nepean Knights 6-1. Here we go, 11.4. In the second period, the Bombers have the draw, or the ball. 5, down to 4. There's a shot blocked by Benedict. The rebound. Oh, Jordan's Benedict! What a denial! Trenitz Benedict holds the ground in a goal line stand. Will put to an end this second period of play. The Bombers went up by as many as 5. The Hunters, well, 4 goals went into the Barrie net. Only 3 of them count. But the Hunters have some work to do when period number 3 begins. The Kahnawake Hunters and Barrie Bombers. It's game 1 of the 2026 Ontario Junior B Lacrosse League playoffs. Round 1, game 1. Barrie 7, Kahnawake 5. We'll be back in 8 minutes with the intermission report. And period number 3, you're watching the 2026 Ontario Junior B Lacrosse League playoffs on Baby Blue Members. Welcome back to Barrie, Ontario, where we are just about set for the third period of play. The Hunters trailing the Barrie Bombers by a count of 7-5 as we get set to start this third period of play. Other scores from around the Eastern Conference: Pimlico 4, Halton Hills 3, up to Hustley 12, West Durham Ironhead 3, and Aurelia leading the Peons 9-2, all those games in the second intermission. This opening face-off brought to you by Burning. And here we go. Third period underway. The Bombers pick it up. Barrie winning the face-off. Bombers attacking right to left. The Hunters attacking left to right. Cameron McKinnon. Back in front. That one fails to connect, and it's scooped up by the Bombers. Back to the near side. Shot fake. Sandin nearly knocked it away. Comes back. Shot clock down to 5. There's a overhander shot. Turned aside by Benedict. And now it's Jensen White over center. Dockstader picks it up. And that is picked up by the Hunters. And Sagunaguatsunuyanis has it to Elijah. Dehahande out in front. That pass fails to connect with Sagan. 1 second to go on the shot clock. Score! All right! Points away! 7-6. 1-goal game. Well, the Hunters cut the deficit to 1, 7-6, and there's a save made by Trent Benedict. Dehahande Albany on the assist. Bucktooth in front. Sagunaguatsunuyanis cannot outweigh him. It's knocked away, but picked back up by the Bombers here on the hop. Pass is hauled in. Behind it, Aqua Norton knocks it away. And it's scooped up by Jackson Norton. Jackson Norton. Hold it up. Honda, 1-on-1. Gets it out. Suggle Rice. Shot. Save made by Henderson. A rebound knocked away by Dehahande. He has the ball. Dude out in front. And the Hunters reset. Albany driving, shooting. Sure! No! He's in the crease. We got a 1-goal game, 7-6. The Hunters, we're just in the crease on 1. Back up top. Shot from outside, turned aside. That's over and back. Barrie ball. Back on the Bombers, throwing it up. Played across. Overhander, not on. And a rebound, gets it over. Hunter's ball. Owen Rice. Rice in front, Morris tied up, and he can't put it home. And Barrie gets over center. Picked back up by the Bombers. Good work by Mason Sandin, comes to the near side. That pass is knocked away. Stolen by Mason Sandin. 2-on-1. Sandin in. And that's turned aside by Henderson. Back on the Bombers. Shot. Turned aside. There comes the keeper. Henderson trying to pick it up. Oh! That'll be a penalty. Penalty coming up to the Bombers. Time for a Mohawk Super Bingo Hunters power play. Kahnawake trailing 7-6, but they do have the man advantage. Suggo, Owen, Suggo, Owen, around the screen, Owen walks in, Owen fakes, shoots, pad, save made by Henderson. Up the floor, and the Bombers throw it away. Hunters are on it. Lugawina Elijah, back over center, leaves it for Suggo Rice. Suggo Yanis, back across, behind the net, Kobe Sandin, Elijah, Owen at the top, Owen to Suggo Yanis, his shot blocked, 5 seconds to go on the shot, takes a bad hop for the Hunters, shot clock down to 3, down to 2, and there's a shot, no. Bombers ball. Jackson Norton up high. And it is knocked away. Picked back up by Barrie, and now it ricochets off of a Bombers stick, and the Hunters come up with the steal. Southern down to Van Domelin. Southern to Yanis. He settles. Elijah, Suggo, back to Elijah. Kobe Sandin, shot clock is at 8. Owen Rice, behind the net. Behind the back, in front! Block! Comes back out, shot Sandin denied! A rebound, knocked away by the Bombers, and it'll come all the way back in. And Suggo Rice is there, and he will scoop it up. 15 seconds to go in the power. Behind the net. Shot, save. Shot, score! Kobe Sandin! He's got the playoff hat trick. Tie game, 7-7. way back where we started. And the Hunters have the draw. Bucktooth. Owen Rice. Back to the Hunters. 12:40 to go. Kahnawake Hunter 7. Barrie Bomber 7. Pass away from Bucktooth. Stays in play. Bucktooth trying to knock it away. And Barrie's on it. Back on the Bombers. 12 minutes and 20 seconds. 21 seconds left here in this third period of play. Kahnawake Hunter 7. Barrie Bomber 7. There's a shot. Trent Benedict says no. Jensen. And a moving quick ball on the Hunters. Barrie ball. 12 minutes to go. Kahnawake 7, Barrie 7. Comes back out. Back to the top. Near side. Back to the top. Overhander. No, and a rebound. Scales the ceiling, and it is scooped up by Marcus Daibo. Marcus rolls it. Risky play. Good play by Elijah, and it stays on this side of center. Sugo. Back out for Owen. Sugo no to Yanni. Shot clock's at 10. Sugo Rice driving in. Forced back out. Back to the top. Owen, a shot off of Barrie's stick. Out of play. Sugo. Sugo. Shot. Turned aside. A rebound. The Bombers come up with it. Played down the floor. They got a one-on-one if they want to go for it. Saved by Benedict. Kahnawake on the rebound for Barrie. Back out. Daniel Norton pressuring. Going across. Score. Cameron McKinnon has the hat trick. And Barrie retakes the lead. It's 8-7. This game brought to you by Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness. The Bombers retake the lead here. And it's won back by Van Domelen. Jensen White in pursuit. Cameron McKinnon is there. And Jensen gets rid of it over the head of Sandin. And the Bombers scoop it up. 8-7 Barrie leads. Bombers in possession. 10-10 to go, period 3. There's a shot. That will go out of play. Barrie ball. I believe that hit the outside of the post and went up. Right 30 Barrie. Played across. There's a shot. Stick save by Trenich. Sandin. Jensen. Fumbled it. Jensen White stays on this side of center. Now it's thrown away.
Once again,
9:46 to go. Period 3. Right on the near side. Hales back across. Shot. Blocked. Shot clock down to 10. And it ricochets to Jackson Norton. Norton. He'll wheel and deal. Rugaween Elijah. Sagano went to Yanni. Shot clock down to 15. Owen Rice. Elijah. Sagano went to Yannis. In front, behind the back. No. 4 seconds to shoot. Elijah has to fire it up. That's intercepted by the Bombers. Played over to Kahnawake. Clock at 15. Played across, intercepted by Kahnawake. Norton. Norton coming in. Norton! Turned aside by Henderson. Rebound all the way up to center. And Norton picked it up and then went back on the other side of center. 8-7, Barrie leads. 8:20 to go in the third. Back behind the goal. Kravchuk back out. McKinnon, Christian McKinnon. Back up top. Hardy. Kravchuk. Low. Across. Crossbar! Behind it, Norton on the pickup. And Norton dumps it off. Owen Rice. Looking for his first goal of the night. What a time it would be. Owen to Sugo. In front, Sugo! Crossbar! And the crease. Back on the Bombers. 7:30 to go. Period number 3. Barrie 8, Kahnawake 7. Kravchuk. Now at the top, Hardy walks in. Skips it across. Shot clock down to 3. And the Bombers will get the shot off. Marcus Dibo on the takeaway. Dibo will go back to the bench. Owen. Sugo. Shot clock at 15. Owen Rice. Elijah. In front. Owen! Turned aside! And the Bombers are on it. And Barrie has to settle. This game brought to you by Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness. Want to look and feel your best? Trust the experts at Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness. Played across. Forbes. Dent. Callan Dent, a shot. Turned aside. Jackson Norton on the pickup. Rugawine Elijah. Over center. Elijah still in possession of the ball. The Bombers pick that one up. Shot clock down to 12. Morris. Jahaz Morris. Lost his edge. Tried to throw it out in front. Intercepted by Barrie. And the Bombers are over center. McClellan rolled it back out. Fours. Back across. Shot clock down to 10. At the top. A howitzer score. Christian McKinnon has his 5th, and with 5:29 to go in the third, the Bombers once again have a 2-goal lead. And the Bombers have scored 2 goals in a row, a 2-0 run to go back up. 9-7. And Barrie has it. Back across Kahnawake, turned aside. Hunters are on it, Denson White. Back out. Rugawine Elijah. Sandin, Albany. Sugo Yanis. Around the screen. Sugo shoots, not on. And Rice with a hit. One-handed over Bombers got a 2-on-1. And Christian McKinnon has his 6th goal of the night. .43 to go. Face-off violation, Barrie. Kobe Sandin picks it up.
Bombers will score number 16, Christian McKinnon. Assistant attacks.
Shot, great. Out come the Bombers. Up top. Long shot, save made. Rebound. No goal. 3-5. Hunters have to hurry. 4 minutes to go in the third. They're down by 3. Say ha to Albany. Songo in front. And that's turned away by Henderson. Sandin back on it. First 30 Hunters. Here come the Bombers. .325 to go here in the third. Kahnawake trailing 10-7. And there's a save made. Casey Lahash will be back, though. The starting netliner for the Hunters will be back for game 2 tomorrow. Struggling to run to the Giannis. Raghuine Elijah. Kobe Sandin not on. And a collapse here by the Hunters since they tied it up. They were down by 5 goals, scored 5 straight to tie it up at 7. And the Bombers are on a 3-0 run since. And you know Barrie will not be in a hurry to get shots off here. Well, I guess they decided to get one off there. Mason Sandin pokes it away. Mason Sandin. Flipped up in the air. And the Bombers are on it. Back across. Hardy. Spinorama. Shot no. So they're going out to Van Dommel and picks it up. 2:10 to go. Honda Albany. Struggling to go to Giannis. Gets it to Johannes Morris. Kobe Sandin. Driving in. His shot. Turned aside by Henderson. Ball's knocked away. And Barrie's got to get it over. It's picked up by Barrie, breakaway. And Trennan makes the save. Game brought to you by Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness. Benedict will go to the bench. Hunters need a full goalie. Extra attacker. Sandin. Kobe Sandin, shot clock down to 10. Sandin, Owen Rice, let's it go. Kahnawake has it thrown away. Sugar Rice, one-on-one, he's got Owen with him. Owen Rice in the clear. Henderson denied him. Sugar denied him. Last minute of play. The Hunters will take a timeout. This timeout was brought to you by Burning Leaf on Route 138 in Kahnawake. 10-7 Barrie leads. 53.2 left in game one. Behind the net, Sugar Rice. Shot, save. Owen, back out. Owen got hit. Picks it back up. Behind the net. Sugar. Sandin. We'll take game one.
Once again, we ask us tomorrow right here in the next week Saturday 1 o'clock for League 2 of this first round series between Kahnawake Hunters and your Barrie Bombers.
Well, that'll do it here for game one. The Kahnawake Hunters drop a 10-7 decision here in Barrie against the Bombers. Your Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness beaut of the game is Kobe Sandin with a hat trick in his first career playoff game as a member of the Kahnawake Hunters. The Hunters were down by 5. Unfortunately, the comeback bid not enough. However, their starting goalie will be back tomorrow. Casey Lahash, of course, who was a champion with the Kahnawake Hunters last year, did not play today, will be playing tomorrow. So that could be a very good bounce-back game potentially for the Hunters. The goal for this team was to earn a split. They will not earn that tonight. Maybe they earn it tomorrow. They got to get used to getting a leg up on the Bombers when they can, because both of the first two games here that they played, one in the regular season, one in the playoffs, Barrie has gotten the jump, and the Hunters have had to exert an extremely high amount of energy to come back and tie the score, only to have it all end up all for naught at the end. Yellow for joining us, and a very special thank you to our sponsors, Home Alone Discount, Mohawk Super Bingo, as well as Burning Leaf 138 and Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness. Your final score, Barrie Bombers 10, Kahnawake Hunter 7. Now we'll go for joining us. We'll see you in 16.